Hello everybody, good morning. Hard for you to see me. But we're out here again, day, 4 or 5 on this Kauai trip. We're out here at the beautiful classic KAUAI Falls. You can see them crashing down below. Crazy, it's still pretty light in terms of flow. It's not super crazy, but it's still nice and beautiful, by the way. I was inspired to come here because I saw a photograph in our our Airbnb has a nice panorama view of Wailua Falls at sunrise. So I figured I might give it a try and see what kind of shot we can get of our own here. And clouds look pretty interesting. They're dark looking. There's already some color starting to rise up from over there. But just trying to look around, trying to find the right composition. I might have to go one level higher on top of this rock. Because right now, from where I'm standing, I'm not sure if I can get my tripod high enough to shoot down into the valley. Because all of this grass and everything here in the foreground is really kind of blocking the waterfall. So yeah, I'm gonna walk around, try and find a composition, but hey, we are out here. Camera can't autofocus, but still, yeah, beautiful view. Hopefully we can get something nice this morning. So I think the best shot is gonna come if I stand up on top of this ledge right here. But I don't think I'll be able to put my tripod down and get a shot like that. It seems a little nuts to try and do that. But we might go back down on this dirt area, set up the time lapses, and then if the light gets really good, I might jump up here and take the shot from up here. But yeah, unfortunately, all of the foreground that is happening right now, it's all been really overgrown and kind of looks super messy. So it's not the same shot as how it was in the previous photographer's photograph. But it's still beautiful nonetheless. Still worth the drive out. Hopefully we get something good in terms of light. There's already a little bit of color that way. So yeah, gonna do another switcheroo and go back down to the other side. Maybe I should just hop this thing. That's not a sketchy setup for a photograph at all. That's totally safe. Said no one ever. I think that's pretty much the best I can do for right now with the time lapse. I was just really struggling to really get a wide angle shot of the falls, and yeah, it ain't happening with all this shrubbery here blocking our way. I mean, I guess, dodging it real fast. I guess it makes sense because obviously you don't want tourists to be falling down the cliffs and all that, but bummer. Kind of wish that things worked out a little bit better. Just trying to hunt around and look for the last composition to set up, the main composition that I'll be setting up with the 16 mil. The reason why I don't really want a time lapse on the second one is because not only will it be getting kind of the same exact thing as this one, but I also kind of if the sun ever does come out, I'm going to have to do a lot of long exposure blending with faster shutter speeds, and yeah, it's going to be more of a technical challenge than it is going to be like a time-lapse composition challenge. It's still a composition challenge, but the technical stuff that's going to go into making this photograph is going to be quite challenging, especially when the light comes out. But yeah, I think we should be alright, hopefully. I don't know. So here's the situation. 10 out of 10 would not recommend, but look, I'm not touching my tripod at all. I'm not holding it still. We got it perfectly stable, but one little movement and this thing is tumbling over. And one little movement of myself and I'm tumbling onto the concrete. But yeah, I think we found a pretty good composition. Let me walk you guys through this one real quick. you can't even see the waterfall. There we go. Boom. So if we do have a little bit of the camera in it, unfortunately. That's just, I'm not gonna move anything anymore. That's just the way it's gonna be. But that's an easy Photoshop out. At least it's only one small little portion we're gonna Photoshop out. But from this high of an angle, we can actually see the bottom of the waterfall touching the pond at the bottom, which is kind of what I was looking for. The challenge now is actually just gonna be waiting to see if there's any sort of light that's gonna appear. I gotta photopills it and see what time the light is gonna cross the ridge, because if it's not gonna be for a while, I might as well just take my shots now in this kind of like dull, flat lighting, do some long exposure action and exposure blending and call it a day. Because as of right now, there's no clouds. And if we're not gonna get like a sun flare until like 9 o'clock, I don't know if I'm gonna be waiting here for that long. But I pretty much am just set up like this, and I'm just gonna wait for one of two things. I'm gonna wait for some light to appear and take the shot and then come down, or I'm gonna wait for a bunch of tourists to come and then come down, because I don't really want to set a bad example for the tourists. Like, nobody in their right minds would be doing this. You know, like, this is a very precarious situation, and I don't encourage irresponsible outdoor behavior, but I feel like I'm okay with my balance and with my ability to navigate sketchy terrain, but I can't say the same about you. So with all the disclaimer points in the world, do not try this at home and do not try this on vacation. But yeah, that's kind of the situation we got ourselves into. It's pretty nice though. I can't lie to you and say that it's not nice. It's a beautiful view from up here. I wish there was all the high clouds in the world, and that way we could actually walk down to the falls and maybe get some of that action coming up behind the falls. But this is nice. Nice and peaceful, not too hard to get to. You know, the car is just across over there, just like a short walk, and yeah, hopefully we get some light. I don't know though, might be junk. $7 o'clock. Oh, bummer. So a few minutes past sunrise, actually quite a bit past sunrise, almost half an hour past sunrise. Sun still has yet to come up to cross the line. I didn't think that was going to cross until like maybe about 6:45, 7 o'clock. So yeah, we're pretty much just lying and sitting here and waiting. Thankfully no more tourists came just yet. But yeah, there's pretty much these beautiful kind of like faint light rays that appear in the sky, and they're a lot more exaggerated at faster shutter speed. So I'm kind of just taking a shot every now and then as the clouds and the light kind of changes. We'll see how long I can keep this up, how much patience I'll have to wait. But yeah, it's just a nice peaceful morning to be out here, enjoying the landscape, kind of studying it in all its detail. Yeah, just trying to shoot it. It's a very technically challenged photo. Gonna have like vertical panorama alongside of you know, exposure blending and all that madness. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, beautiful morning. There's the falls down there. Some light. Crazy. So that uncle over there, his name is Kavika. He's showing me a little bit about the landscape this morning, about the waterfall in particular. So let me walk you guys through the little exercise that he put me through. So focus on one droplet of water Follow it as it drops all the way down. Go back up. Follow it. One more time. And obviously we're doing this with our eyeballs and not through a camera lens. But you do this about like 8 times or so. And then because your eyes are busy tracking the waterfall, it kind of creates an optical illusion that once you look at the wall, then it starts to shake and move. It's kind of weird but kind of interesting little nugget of this landscape, and it's all of these small little details that I always am very interested in finding, but you don't really get to find unless you really talk to some people who obviously really know the landscape and really study it and have been here for so long that you really get to understand those and appreciate those small details. So that's kind of like the thing about photography for me, at least. Hang on, we'll switch this around. What keeps me photographing Hawaii and Oahu and Kauai and all these different islands is just like there's so much more detail within, like, even within this classic view of Wailua Falls. Everybody comes here, everybody takes the same shot, but there's all of these small details that only the locals and only the real Kanaka kind of understand and appreciate. So just trying to be out as much as I can, learn as much as I can about the landscape that we're living in, that I grew up in, and that I currently reside in and visit all the time. Yeah, it's all of these small details that you can miss, and there's such beauty in all of that. Just trying to use the photography to kind of capture it too is definitely a challenge as well. So I don't know, not too much light coming anymore. Some clouds. Just gonna hang out for a little longer. Hopefully Kylie is getting a nice restful sleep in, because I might not be back till about like 9-10 o'clock. Kind of see it. You can kind of see the sun poking through a little bit. Hang on. Yeah, you can kind of see the sun poking through the clouds, the trees a little bit. I mean, I just hope that this place stays just us two, me and Kavika, to ourselves, so that I can stay up here until the sun actually crests over those trees. I think it's only going to be about, frick, what time is it? 15 more minutes? Oh man, once that sun pops out, that sun flare is going to be sick with this shot. Oh, I really hope it happens. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful morning out here. It's just crazy to see how nice the weather is. The clouds are clearing out a little bit. You know, you got the birds flying, birds chirping, water flowing. It's crazy, beautiful. But yeah, I just need that sun to come out just a little bit more. Just a bit more. It does make me question, however, how legit that shot in my Airbnb is, because that thing had like some pure sunrise light, so I thought, oh man, it definitely can be done. But nope, this is well into the morning, and clearly there's no color anymore. It's just kind of like bright light, which is still nice and beautiful, but it does make me question the legitimacy of that photograph. I don't know, I'll show you guys when I get home and you tell me what you guys think. Maybe the tree line was a little lower. Maybe that was a drone. I don't know if it was a drone shot because it had long exposure and it looked like a very high quality image too. So I don't know. Maybe the colors were tweaked a little bit. I don't know. Who am I to judge what other people do? But yeah, it is kind of just makes me question things a little bit, just a bit. Oh man, there it is. There's the sun. Oh goodness, that sun is blasting into my face. Just there. Oh boy, look at that. Goodness gracious. And then the trees just take it away for a little bit. So I get a sun star for a split second and then it goes away. So yeah, I think I got the sun star shot. Just gonna take the rest of the frames and then call it a day. But oh goodness gracious, that's beautiful. Beautiful stuff right now. Awesome. I'm pretty sure I got the shot, so I'm gonna come down from this behemoth. This was such a fun morning, just kind of waiting for the light to happen. Oh goodness gracious. Oh. All right, and I think my time lapse already stopped itself because the SD card kind of not corrupted, but it gave me a little error. So yeah, that's gonna about do it for the time lapse. I hope it got at least a little bit of that sunlight as it came through, but if not, oh well. But yeah, such a beautiful morning. I hope Kylie really doesn't mind me taking this long to get back. It's 7 o'clock, 1 hour past sunrise, and then we got an hour drive back home. So yeah, we won't get this day starting until about 9 o'clock, which is kind of late. But hopefully it gives her enough time to catch up on some sleep. She had trouble sleeping last night, so that's why she's not out here this morning. I know yesterday I made a... she was like, yeah, we'll go for sunrise, and then never did. So that's why I'm here, because I figured she's going to sleep, I might as well go far, you know, get a shot that way. But oh goodness gracious, what a beautiful scene. Absolutely killer. Beautiful. So after picking up the KAUAI, we came down to the beach, and pretty windy here, but we got some pretty decent clarity. There's this nice little pot of sand, I guess like a little sand outlet. We're gonna do a little walk on. That's what she wanted to do. But yeah, beautiful day, just a little windy. they gotta rescue somebody at Queen's Bath? Is that why they're going so fast? Nothing? Ooh. Oh, looks like we are in a magical forest. Oh, shaky, shaky. Alright, everybody, we are out here for sunset.
We are out here for sunset.
And Kylie's taking up all my frame.
Kylie's taking up all my frame.
But look at this view down the coast. Where are you? Somewhere. There you are. That's an absolutely killer view. So, already started setting up one time lapse. Just shooting straight down the coast. Gonna hopefully get the light as it changes throughout sunset. Kind of a short interval, maybe like one shot every 3 seconds, which is kind of short, but it'll create a really long time lapse, and hopefully that comes out pretty well. But yeah, the rest of the time just gonna be dedicated to maybe eating pizza and watching the sunset, and Kylie interrupting my vlog. Now she thinks she's a YouTube star. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful afternoon out here. Hopefully the sunset is pretty good. Got some clouds, but hopefully some light can pop through. Excuse me, guys. Let me finish chewing my pizza. But Kylie took a little bit of a stroll. She's somewhere around there. But the reason why I wanted to shoot here, and I'll do this now before Kylie interrupts me again, is because of that view of the coast. Because that view of the coast is so far away, we are pretty much only doing telephoto shots today. Leaving the wide-angle lenses in the bag, 16-35 off of the A7R3, 12-24, leaving that in the bag. What I think is going to happen, and what I hope and envision is going to happen, is that we'll get some nice light going down the coast. We'll have Kylie modeling in the water, and I'll be able to use the 24-105 with my A7 III to kind of punch in and zoom in on the coast and compress her against the background. So hopefully that works out. And then obviously we got the time lapse with the 24-105, so not 24-105, the 100-400 on that main camera. So hopefully all goes well. It's a little bit of a drizzle, so I might have to stick on a rain cover on that camera. But yeah, beautiful. The light is actually kicking off on that coast, one section of the coast right now. Let me show you guys. Ooh, the rain is coming down in buckets now. Everything should be okay. Got my waterproofish bag out there. Maybe I should grab Kylie's stuff. It's not, her bag ain't so waterproof. Hang on. Ooh, got the pizza though. That's the main thing. Yeah, sunset was pretty much a stinker. But at least we got a little bit of light on the coast when we did have it. Got some pretty nice shots of Kylie when we had some light on this mountain range over here, the close one. That was pretty good. So yeah, that's gonna about do it for this day. It's kind of a pretty boring day, just sunrise and then kind of more relaxing stuff during the daytime, and then out for sunset. But yeah, a couple more days here in the island instead of the islands. A couple more days here on Kauai. Not sure what we have planned tomorrow. But yeah, just gonna enjoy the rest of my pizza. Enjoy the rest of the sunset. So thank you guys for watching this episode.
Do I have sauce on my face? No.
Now you're good. Hit the like button, comment below, and subscribe if you aren't already. And from me, the pizza, and Kylie, see you in the next one. Peace out.